Hi everybody, Mr. Bear here. First of all, I want to say thank you and give a shout out to those parents who have donated to the snack fund. We've already raised over $500 this year, which is almost halfway to the goal of $1,200 throughout the year to feed kids snacks. So that's great. Just a reminder here, things students are going to need daily. Parents, help me out with this, please. Pencils, I have extra pencils. Chromebooks and Chromebook chargers, we're moving into using those more in my class, and kids need to bring those every day, both the Chromebook and the charger. I do not have extras of those. We do not have extras at the school. If your student does not bring their Chromebook on a day that we need them, they get a 0 for that assignment. So, and also they're going to fall behind because they aren't doing those assignments. Anyways, also, I've been told by Step Up advocates that Mr. Bear has said you cannot take your notebook out of my classroom. Not true. I like them kept here because students lose them, but if you need them to go work with Step Up or you need to do homework, please take your notebook. Just remember to bring it back. All right. Going into what we're doing next week, so a continuation of today, Friday, as I film this. Using motion equations part 1, so we're going to go, that's using velocity equations specifically, so distance divided by time, or finding those variables, finding the missing variables. So if you have velocity and time already, you're finding distance. If you have distance and time already, you're finding velocity, so on and so forth. Then Tuesday and Wednesday next week, we're going to go over linear and proportional relationships and what they mean and how they are different. I think students have really visualized those so far, but maybe don't know exactly the difference. So we're going to hopefully clarify that. And that's going to go into using motion equations part 2, and that is on paper. So I started including if it's a paper assignment or digital assignment on these. So I can add that right now. This is going to be paper 2. But a lot of the time we have a paper assignment. So the Walk the Graph lab, that's creating different graphs with motion, and you use whiteboards and these motion sensors we have at the school. That's really something like, yes, it's a paper assignment, but the data collection happens physically, and I can't give out those that equipment to students. So that's really something you have to be here for. And if you've followed these, you've noticed that my plans have changed a lot. So the Walk the Graph wasn't even included last time. That might actually take 2 days and go into this ball and ramp lab and then the graphing. So just be aware, again, if you've been watching these, you know my plans change. Teachers' plans change all the time. I'm trying to take stuff out, squeeze stuff in, make sure I'm teaching correctly, making sure I'm going over things students aren't understanding. So really taking the time to make sure we're hitting these learning targets that are always below. And I feel like as far as proficiency for learning targets, graphing is going well. Describing and modeling motion, most students are at the developing stages of that, but we have plenty of time to get there. So yeah, the Walk the Graph, that's a fun one where you create the motion to make graphs on these little motion sensors. Like I said, the ball and ramp is a modified version of a lab that Socrates did way back in the 400 BC or something, and that's to calculate acceleration on a simple slant. We do a gradual, and then we do a steeper, and then we compare acceleration on those. And then of course when we collect data like those labs, then we're going to graph data. So I'm going to include on here Chromebook needed. And the ball and ramp lab, this is just data collection. So that's a day. When students miss data collection days, it's kind of a bummer for them that they're missing it. But at the same time, those are not good days to miss. No day is a good day to miss. But those are days that are easy to make up because all they have to do is come in, ask me what they missed, and usually I say, oh, your teammates did this, your table mates did this, go ask a table mate, get their data, and then you can get going from there. So those days aren't again, I'm not saying miss these days. Actually, I would like kids here every day, but they're pretty easy to make up. So just be aware of that. Thanks for listening. I hope these help. Again, thank you for donating. If you have donated, I'm going to keep posting that every week. No need to donate. Some of you have given a lot, some of you not given anything. That is totally fine. We have different levels to give. We all have different socioeconomic statuses and problems, and I understand that we go through different things in our life. So if you've given, again, thank you so much. If you haven't, no pressure to do so. Anything helps. Thanks again. Bye.